kids. Fuck the kids? Yeah.
When I say, who's the master? You say,
What is up, guys? Showing Up the King here, back with another video, and today I'm bringing you a versus review. I just got in the new Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Godzilla from the Monsterverse. As you can see here, this is a 7-inch scale Godzilla, but on a budget level. We're going to see how this compares to the SH Arts, and I may or may not bring in the Playmates Godzilla just for shits and giggles. Alright, the box itself is very basic. Again, you just got the typical product designs. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. So real quick, as you can see out of the packaging, this is a big boy, and I can tell you just on size alone, it is heavier than the SH Arts by leaps and bounds. Alright, you guys know how this works. Typically what I do is before I get into the versus portion, I do a quick breakdown of the figure itself, and then I go ahead and I do the versus comparison. So that's what we're going to do right now. So here we have the Hiya Toys Godzilla out of the packaging, and again, as you can see here, it looks basic, but there's a lot of detail here. Again, the textures are all pretty scaly. Again, there is just one matte color of the kind of grayish black, but if you look really closely, you can see slight little highlights in the tail skin design, and again on the dorsal plates. Again, the dorsal plates are not silver tinged, but they're not really that way with the original Godzilla, as you guys will see in the comparison side. Again, even though this is a 7-inch scale, this thing actually looks really good, and it does look like it will work really well with the 6-inch Godzilla figures. Again, as far as detail goes, you can see here, let's go ahead and back this camera up. I want you guys to be able to get a close-up of the face here. As you can see here, it looks really detailed in the face. You can see that his eyes are red if you look really close. I don't know if my camera, there it is. You can pick it up that the eyes are red. And again, if you can open up his mouth, and you can see his mouth is also red, and you can see his tongue. Let's actually get my X-Acto. Let's see if the tongue itself is movable. The tongue isn't movable, but it looks good. So that's a good looking face. Again, articulation. We have articulation in the bicep here. Single jointed elbow. He can kind of put his arms up, and then again his arms ratchet. Honestly, I'd argue that he has better movement than the SH Arts. Hey ho, hey ho, hip hop hooray! I stop. So again, I love the articulation in this. Again, the legs, swivel, knees, a little bit of ankle pivot, the tail, not as much movement, but you get enough. So you won't be able to get the tail to wrap around like you got the other one, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a simple, no frills looking Godzilla, nothing too crazy. All right, so again, let's go ahead and bring in the other ones for comparison. All right, so here we have it. We have the Hiya Toys Godzilla here, and we have the SH Arts here. And again, one of the things that I can tell right off the bat is with the face sculpts, you can kind of see that the teeth have more detail in the SH Arts. But again, as you can see before, like I said, size-wise, they are about the same, except the 7-inch scale. I actually love the 7-inch scale. I didn't think I would, but I love the 7-inch scale opposed to the 6-inch scale, because when I look at Godzilla, I want him to feel big, and I always just thought that 6 inches just didn't do it. But again, I didn't really like the NECA ones, because I feel like even though the NECA ones were bigger, they just didn't have the same details. I feel like Hiya Toys has nailed it on a scale and the details. Because again, this SH Arts Godzilla will run you about $90. And again, I think it might have came with like a blast effect or something. No, it didn't even come with a blast effect. The one that came with a blast effect was the the one with the colored dorsal fins. I don't even think he came with a blast effect, but again, I could be wrong. I can't remember. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at the comparisons from the side. Again, I think they killed it. Look at that. From the back, again, the color. I mean, the SH Monster Art might have a better articulation in the tail, but everywhere else, I'm sorry, like this Hiya Toys one kills it. Now again, if you are a sucker for accuracy, you might have a couple of complaints, but to me, I mean, they look pretty much spot on. I mean, amazing. Look at that. Look at that. I am shocked. All right, so let's take a look at this. So articulation, I'm clearly going to give it to SH MonsterArts. For scale, I'm giving it to Hiya Toys. For details, again, I'm going to actually give it a tie because, again, now that I look at them side by side, they look exactly the same. Like, there are maybe small little details here and there, but for the most part, they look identical. And again, the cost is such an important part in this. And for me, I'm like, I don't think if I had to choose between the two, I would go with the Hiya Toys because I think this Hiya Toys one is like $35 maybe, and the SH MonsterArts one is about not $80 to $90. So this thing is not cheap at all, not even including shipping. And again, this thing is amazing. All right, let's bring in some other 6-inch scale Godzilla figures so you guys can look at them together. And here we had the Kong versus Godzilla. You know, this is the SH MonsterArts Kong. And the funny thing is that I feel like this 7-inch scale Godzilla works better with the 6-inch scale Kong, because you already know that Kong is much smaller than Godzilla, and to be able to show them side by side like this on the 7-inch scale is incredible. Like, I think this matches up a lot better than the 6-inch scale, in my opinion. I love this thing. Oh, this thing is going straight on my shelf. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And for comparison, here is the 7-inch scale Hiya Toys Godzilla next to the 6-inch scale plastic die-cast Mecha Godzilla. And again, when I turn them to the side as such, that's how they look. And again, we all know in the movies, though, that the Godzilla is supposed to be smaller than Mecha Godzilla. So in that case, the 6-inch scale actually scales better. But again, this Hiya Toys is freaking amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. Again, let's turn these things to the side so you guys can see. Amazing. And here we have the three standing next to Monster X with the 6-inch scale SH MonsterArts and the 7-inch scale Hiya Toys. Okay, final thoughts. Who do I think wins this versus? And I'm going to just go ahead and say it. I give it to the Hiya Toys Godzilla by a mile. And here's the reason why. Again, cost is very, very important, especially when you're a collector. Anytime that you can get something of this quality and get it at the cost of like a Marvel Legends or, as you know, something to that effect, that is something that you cannot ignore. Especially even though this may have a little bit better articulation, the details here are enough that it negates the articulation in the SH MonsterArts. The only thing that I can say that this thing had the downside is that it didn't come with any blast effects, any like spaceships or anything like that, like kind of what you get with the play sets. But it honestly doesn't need it. Now again, the box clearly says exquisite basic. I'm assuming that later on down the line we'll probably get like an advanced version or something like that. Maybe we'll get a version with the lit up dorsal plates. But right now, this is definitely the Godzilla. If you want an SH MonsterArts Godzilla, or if you want a Godzilla, this is it. This is going to be your new winner. All right. Let me know what you guys think. Comment in the section below. Thumbs up the video. This is Showing Up the King. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.